What is up, everybody? It's JJ here with you. So we're gonna do something a little different today. I know I've been gone forever, but let's make a tutorial. Why not? Something I've been asked lately since I started streaming again. How do you use the new GPS? Well, let's start. So you go in your store. Obviously, you guys know you have to buy a tractor, right? Let's buy a medium tractor. Let's go with a 6R. No. We'll go with the 6M. Configuration, we'll leave it standard front fender design. Global positioning system. Yes. If you do not click yes, you will not get it. So here's our tractor. It's obviously not a tractor review, it's a mod review, or a tutorial. There's no beacon up on the roof. So when you get inside, if you look over here, I'm hoping you guys can see my mouse. I don't think you can. So on the right side of your screen, you have 4 tabs. There's a steering wheel with the line through it. There's like a GPS logo, and then there's a bunch of rows with a 0. That is all part of GPS. I currently have a 9570 RT with a John Deere 2410 5-section plow. Initially start with your global positioning device. Turn your tractor on. I can't move my camera around inside anyway because my truck IR. But first thing you're going to want to do, left Alt C. If you look now on the right hand side of my screen, right above my speedometer, you'll see the little green GPS signal. Now you can hit Control S and that'll bring up this screen. So this is the new GPS screen. Enable guidance steering on or off. Show lines on or off. Snap angle terrain. If you can't drive a straight line, it's really cool because it'll snap your straight line to the angle. I will leave it turned on, and then offset reversal. Not sure what it does, I haven't played with it yet. And then you have your headland mode off, which means your tractor, when it gets to the distance of 9, so 9 meters from the end, it'll shut off. It'll continue going. And if you go to head mode stop, when it gets within 9 meters, and this is customizable, so you can set it to 2, 0, 1. I like leaving it at 9, gives a little bit of a buffer. So when it gets there, it'll actually stop when it gets to the end of your row. Over here you have your width of your implement. So you have your auto width. This is apparently 19.5. You can increase it, and then you can increase it this way too. So this will be your width increasement, as in if you want to increase it by ones. So right now you can see it's at 1951. That's at 2051. If I bring it down to 0.1, so instead of 2051, 2050. So you can make small 0.5 adjustments, 1 adjustment, or 0.01 adjustments, and then you can reset it. Same as your offset, you can do it the same way. A positive offset, which it would be to your right. That's what it seems to be giving. And then you can set it down here as well. You can invert your offset so it's a positive or a minus and reset it. But it has to be when you have your work width selected. So there is that. If you go over to your next screen, or if you have Q and E, you can tab between the 2 screens. Here you have your line strategy, your line method to set your A and B, and if you want, you can save it. So we're going to, just to see what happens, but your line strategy right now, you literally have AB straight. That is it. Your line method, you have AB, and then you have A plus heading. So what A plus heading means is if you want to start here, and you want to go at a 20-degree angle, set degrees to 20, set. Now as soon as you exit, when you come out, you can set your AB, So to set your A is hit Alt E once. Oh, gotta set your work with first. To set your work with, the default is Alt and R. And if you hit Alt E, let's choose this to 20. And the set. Now if we go here, Alt E. Oh, maybe that won't allow us. So to set your degrees, it looks like what it is doing is setting off of seasons. Let's go here. Let's go back to show lines on so we can see what we're doing. So when we're in here, if we go Alt E, change this to, let's say, 45 so it's noticeable, it'll show that we have a 45-degree angle automatically set. Or we'll go back in here and we'll just set this to AB straight. So A plus B. So this pretty much means I want to start here. I'm going to activate by hitting Alt E. And if you look at the back of my tractor, I have an A on the ground. So that is me setting my A line. Now I'm going to drive in a straight line. It has to be a minimum of 15 feet. So let's drive in a straight line. I'm going to hit Alt E again, and now that's my AB line. So that means that my GPS is now set on that straight line. You don't need to drive all the way to the end of your field. You just have to drive a minimum of 15 meters. So we'll do that again. If I go here, I'm going to hit Alt E. I'm only going to drive a couple feet. I'm going to hit Alt E again. Must drive at least 15 meters in order to set B your current distance, and it tells you. So I'm going to keep going. Hit my Alt E. There's my AB line. Simple, right? Anyone can do it. Alright, let's get into something a little more challenging. I really don't like using offsets, so I don't know them all that well. But, so now that your AB is set, now you can actually move your AB line or your GPS line where you want it. So if you're not quite lined up, or it's hard to demonstrate because I don't have a second person with me, but let's say we were combining, I could actually set my AB line based off of the combine and then just move it so that I'm still running perfectly beside him on his track, but it's just offset enough so that my truck is underneath him. So to move your line, to shift your track, it's Alt, page up, and if you hold it, it'll go faster. To go to the left, and then Alt, page down, will bring it back to the right. Obviously holding it down will go faster. And all of these are actually settable in game, so you can change them to whatever you want them to be. I have mine mapped to different spots, so it's easier for me. So once you are ready and you're all set up, it's literally just a matter of, just like the old GPS, you have to activate it. So let's line back up on our line. Ish. Now that we're here, to activate GPS, it is Alt, I believe it's X. Yes. So Alt X will activate your GPS. Set your cruise control, sit back, and lower your implement. Alright, so here we are, we're coming up to the end of the field. And what you're going to notice is when I get to the end, I'm just going to keep going. I shouldn't stop. You'll hear the 2 beeps. There's the 2 beeps. Oh, sorry, I must have it on stop. So this is what's going to happen when you stop. You're going to hear your 2 beeps, same as in 17. That signify, hey, you're getting to the end of your row. And because I have it on stop, it now stopped. So let's pick our implement up. I'm going to hit Alt and S. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to change this to off. And then while we're in here, let's go here. Let's name this length. Track name. Length. Field 13. And we're going to go plus. So that should have saved that. And then I do believe we can edit it. Rotate it 90 degrees or delete it. So let's set it up again to go the width of the field. We'll get out of this. GPS is off. You can tell because they'd had that which deactivates your GPS. So we're going to reset our ABs. The white line's just showing you whatever way you're facing. So this time we're going to come here. We're going to go right here. We're going to go A. Drive 15 feet with our implement down because why waste field? Driving. Going to set my B. Now that my B is set, I can activate my GPS. Hit my cruise control. And now this time when I get to the end, because it's smaller, I'm just going to bring you guys with me. When I get to the end, I'm not going to stop. Or at least I shouldn't stop. It should just take me right to the end. Or allow me to continue going if I'm not paying any attention. Let's see what happens. So I mean the new GPS mod is a lot more realistic. Unfortunately you can't do it around curves yet. I don't know if that's a feature that's coming. But it would be interesting. So here we are. We're at the end of the field. And we just keep going. So we'll just leave our implement down, turn around, line back up, and go right back in. Usually there is a beep beep when you get to the end of the field. I think it's because I was talking and I didn't hear it. And while you're driving, you can obviously adjust your track to how it's needed. So if you notice that you're too far in, too far out, you can adjust it. I do believe you can make it smaller. Like adjust your work width as well as you're going. I don't think I have a key set up for that yet. That's why it's not working. So let's listen. There's the two beeps to signal that I'm at the end of my row. And then we can go right back in and keep on going. So there we go, guys. The new GPS, pretty simple. It's pretty harmless. Once you know what you're doing, it's a joke to set up. I can now pull into a field, turn it all on, snap it, and I go. Let's go back in and we're going to collect this link. Let's see if we can load it. Track name already exists. Okay. Rotate. No. Delete. Let's go here. Let's see, did that load? I don't think it did. I'm not sure how to load them. I've never done it. I figured why not? Learning example with you guys with me, right? But there we go. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you guys have any more questions, please leave them down below in the comment section or come check me out on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/DoryJJ. And I'm hoping to be coming back to doing more videos, more streams, that whole kind of thing. So with that being said, I hope everybody has a great day, great evening, great whatever time it is for you. Have a good one, everybody.